What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FIFA 20 video. As you can see on the screen, award winner De Bruyne is there. It is a 99 rated SBC. It is, I believe, a carbon copy of the Team of the Season card, and that is for winning the Player of the Year. And there was also a Young Player of the Year. It was Trent. I don't see it on here straight away. This is there for 2 weeks and it's got 6 segments completed. And so before we even look at how expensive it's going to be, I obviously know it's going to be very expensive, probably more expensive than actually just buying his 99 card outright. And then, of course, I'll show you guys the best way to grind it. We'll have a look at his in-games in a second. And yeah, there won't be too many great ways to grind it. There's a rare mixed players pack there. It is interesting that it does seem like they haven't put a Trent there. So, yeah, it's just the Kevin De Bruyne. I wonder why they opted out of doing Trent. A record equalising 20 assists, a Premier League Player of the Season, Kevin De Bruyne, Squad Builder Challenge now available in FUT 20. And that is all they say about it. So let's have a look at his in-game stats. 4-star, 5-star, as per usual. High work rates. And, of course, has the injury-prone leadership and early crosser trait. It is an exceptional card. As I say, I feel like it's the same as his Team of the Year. Sorry, better than his Team of the Year, the same as his Team of the Season. We'll go and check that in just a second. But first of all, let's have a look at how expensive this is going to end up winding to cost. It's going to be very expensive. Oh, we're talking very expensive. So an 85 rated squad with a Man City player for the first segment gives you a rare mixed players pack, 60 chemistry needed. An 85 rated squad with a Belgian player for a premium gold players pack. With 60 chemistry and 1 Belgian player needed, of course. An 86 rated squad with a Premier League player and 55 chemistry for a rare Electrum players pack. Interesting that it's got that face card for the rare Electrum players pack. So far, it's not too bad. 60 chemistry is okay. You know, once it starts going into the 70s and 80s for chemistry, it starts getting silly expensive. An 86 rated squad with 55 chemistry for a rare Electrum players pack. And look, this is what I meant. Look at that. This you can see it just there. In fact, I don't even know why I'm on this screen here. You can see it just there. This rare Electrum players pack has a regular face card, and this rare Electrum players pack is a different pack type, I suppose. You've then got an 88 rated squad with 50 chemistry for a mega pack, and an 88 rated squad for a prime gold players pack with 50 chemistry. So it's going to be expensive. And what's really sad is, once again, at least there wasn't a second ago, there are no promo packs. And the reason why that is important is because, like we looked at in yesterday's video, the market right now is just so high that this is going to be like an extremely expensive SBC. So there you go. You got Team of the Season De Bruyne. It is the exact same card as the record breaker De Bruyne, or sorry, the award winner De Bruyne. It's obviously marginally better than Team of the Year. 4 extra pace, 8 extra defending, 2 dribbling, 2 physical, 1 shooting. But even then, within those margins, it's not really that. Like, it's 2 dribbling, but it's not. It's no difference in reactions, ball control, or composure. No difference in passing, shot power, or long shots. No difference in stamina, obviously. I think the defense is the biggest thing. When we look at the price of the Team of the Year, excuse me, it's 1.2 million. And when we look at the price of the Team of the Season, it's 1.6 million. I am fairly certain that this SBC is going to come in over 2 million coins. As I say, I don't have to hand. We're going to have to try and figure it out here what the price is. And there's just nothing else going on. But this SBC is for an 83 rated squad, and it's 80k. Now we need to have a look and have a find as to what 88s, 86s, and 85s are going to cost. And the best way to do that would be to go to one of the current cards like this Frank Ribery and have a look at what he's coming in at. So an 88 rated squad, guys, is 320k. And it's very, very similar in terms of what the price is going to be. So 288 rated for De Bruyne is going to end up coming in at around 650k. Why is Fatmas Jesus all of a sudden quite popular? I wouldn't mind going and looking at the players that have been upgraded as well, guys, and having a look at how they compare to other players. So yeah, the 99 De Bruyne is 288, which is obviously going to be about 650k. 286s, and 285s. So about 650 for the 288s. What do we got here? That's another 86. So the 286 is going to be about another 500-ish K. So that's about 1.1 million. And then the 285s are going to be about another 300K or so. So you're going to be looking at about, give or take, 1.5 million. If this obviously boosts the market up, it's going to push up towards 1.7, 1.8 million. I can't imagine this would crash the market, but if it does crash the market, it will come down to like 1.2, 1.1 million. When you look at this 99 De Bruyne, for me personally, I know there is a trade-off with submitting untradables that you never use for a card that you can use. But when an SBC comes in at around the price of a tradable card, it frustrates me a lot, because if I buy this De Bruyne, if I manage my account so that I stay liquid and with tradable content, I can sell items, go and buy this Kevin De Bruyne, and when I'm finished with him, I can sell him on again and get, at the very least, most of my coins back, if not all of my coins back, and at the very best, make a profit. And if we look at De Bruyne's price trend recently, he is just going down at the moment. And I anticipate that this 99 SBC will cause him to crash even further, because what people will do, because of how this game works, is people will sell their De Bruynes, pushing his price down to 1.4s, 1.3s, maybe even 1.2s. They'll then use those coins to like craft the other De Bruyne and do it, and probably be left over with 300,000 or 400,000 or 500,000 coins because of items that they already had in the club, which is going to do two things. It is, first of all, it is going to crash this De Bruyne's price, and maybe even a Team of the Year De Bruyne's price a little bit, because it will work alongside the 99, but it will also increase the price of fodder. And a lot of fodder right now is not extinct, so to speak, but very close to it. If we look at some of the big cards that people use to put into these SBCs, let's go and have a look at like a Manuel Neuer, an 88 rated card. He's up at like, well, that one's 65. It's interesting, that one's at like 50K. These ones maybe are a little bit, there's maybe a few more of them, but even then, not much. You know, look at that, at 50K, there's barely any Neuers on the market. And now, because of the chemistry requirements, even though it's not like an intense amount of chemistry that's needed, you will still need to get some links in some places. And so for these two specifically, maybe not, but for the 86s and the 85s, it's going to cause the price of very linkable 83s and 84s to go through the roof, very linkable 85s and 86s to go through the roof, and it's just going to become a very, very expensive setup. So much like we talked about yesterday, it's a little bit frustrating that EA aren't putting promo packs out, and it's a little bit frustrating that EA aren't really giving much for people to do on the game in general, because if right now, I know I can go and get the rare players pack and some 2 players pack, and I know I can get some 25k packs here that would help massively with crafting De Bruyne. It's just of my personal opinion that we needed more of that. But anyway, in terms of how to craft De Bruyne in the most efficient way possible, I would personally go with the 82 to 88 upgrade and the 81 double upgrade where possible. You know, for the 81 double upgrade, the easiest way to craft it, to farm it or whatever, is to just go and buy the rare golds. Obviously, you can just go into gold rare there and put that to, maybe you'll get some at 750, 800. There you go. I mean, I'd be lucky if I get him. Maybe it looks like the price of rare golds might be a little bit more expensive, maybe 1,000 coins. Jesus, any gold rare guys, you're looking at least 1,200 coins, and that is, again, it'll probably spike the price of rare gold right now, because of the fact people will be wanting to build the 81 plus upgrade packs, because of the fact the rest of the market is so expensive anyway. So you're looking at 1.6k, so you're looking at literally like, what's that, like 18k for an 81 double upgrade pack. So for me, the 82 to 88 obviously only requires 7 common golds, and common golds you will always be able to pick up so very cheaply, 600 coins max. And when you only need, 7 of them, you're looking at like, yeah, literally 500, 600 coins max. You're looking at, like, with the bronze players that you add into alongside it, you're looking at like 4,000 coins per 82 to 88. And so when you take in and factor in the price on an average 82 to 88 and an average 81 double upgrade, I would still probably say, even though you need an 88 rated squad twice, I would still probably say the 82 to 88 is the best way to go about it. For right now, we're going to have to go onto the web app again. For right now, it might be, the prices might spike just a little bit just because we're talking about it here and you know what people are like in terms of kind of like following suit. But ultimately, I think long term, grinding the gameplay where possible for those 25k packs, for that 50k pack, will be very, very helpful for you. But in terms of SBCs, as we looked at yesterday, the 83 plus double upgrade is a waste. The 80 plus player pack, me personally, I feel like is a waste. The 81 double upgrade, although coming in at quite expensive price, in terms of the likelihood and the possibilities of what you can get, I do think is probably the best value that you're going to get. Just because, again, are we going to get 50 chemistry out of this? No, what are we missing here? He can go over there, and that'll give us some. And then these two can go over there, and that'll give us some. So yeah, the price of 83s, 84s, 85s are so expensive that you don't have to get even that lucky to be able to make value on what you're putting in there. Then we'll go here. Now, obviously, this isn't this isn't going to be the most efficient because I don't need 11 golds. I only need 7 golds, and I'm putting in 11 because it takes too long to just switch them around for the bronzes. But you guys obviously be able to put those in yourselves. When you open an 82 to 88 plus pack, we get an 82 Lecomte. I would even suggest that he's probably worth more than the pack itself. And there you go. He's coming in at like 6k there, nothing less than 5.8, 5.5. And that pack costs on average about 4,000 coins. Don't worry about what Footbin says for this pack. You can get common golds for 400 to 500 coins. Let's even say 500 coins. You need 7 of them. That's 3,500 coins. And then you just need 4 bronzes. Just do a bit of bronze pack method. You'll get the bronzes for super, super cheap. You're looking at like 300-400 coins for the rest of them. So you're looking at no more than 4,000 coins per pack. And so because the lowest rated, the lowest valued 82 is around the 3 to 4k mark, you basically can't possibly lose out here. Obviously, if you get an 82, it sucks. If you get an 83, 84, 85, you are in great shape. And then for the 81 double upgrade plus, this one, it is quite risky, kind of like because of this, because we're paying like 16,000 coins here on average. Now, this Justine is 10,000 coins. And this, again, is why I think this De Bruyne is going to be so expensive, is because, look at that, there's barely any Justines on the market because the SBCs have put fodder so high and there's nothing to combat that. I would believe even someone like this Guardado is probably quite expensive, quite pricey. Yeah, even as an 81 is like 3,000 coins. So for the 16,000 coins that I spent, so to speak, on this, we end up getting 2 players that are worth almost as much as that 16,000 coins. The only other thing I would possibly recommend if you're trying to craft and don't really want to just spend coins or just want to like work hard for it, is using the gold upgrade, the regular gold upgrade. Of course, this is 11 commons that you need. Instead of doing this, you could use the 82 to 88 instead of this. But what's good about this is, first of all, it only requires 40 chemistry, and second of all, you get 2 rare golds. So those rare golds, as we've already seen, are around 1,600 each. So you're going to get 3,200 coins worth of value back as a bare minimum for an SBC that costs, again, at that cost price of what these commons are, is going to cost you 11 players at around 500 coins, around 5,500 coins. So you're going to get a bare minimum of like 32 to 3,500 coins worth of players back for about 5 to 5,500 coins worth of content. And then, of course, if you get lucky and hit yourself a big player, you again are going to be very, very good with upgrading those. Like, that kind of path is going to be very good for you. And then if on the off chance you do just get some really terrible players, you're now building, look at that, he's worth like 2k as well. You're now building some rare golds that you can then re-put into the 81 double upgrade, because now you're kind of giving yourself 2 shots. So you could go for the 82 to 88 because you're just guaranteed to make profit, and you will probably fill out the 85 and 86 rated squads quite comfortably from the 82 to 88. For the 88 rated squads, you're obviously going to need some big players, and to do that, I think the best way to do that will be to use the 81 plus. Do not use the 83 plus. It's never going to be worth it. And so the best way to grind the 81 plus is going to be to grind the the 2-player upgrade packs and basically go from there. So let's put Calvert-Lewin in there. That's already 41 chemistry. And let's put... do we have an Argentinian in here somewhere? No, but if we pop him over there, that'll give us a bit more chemistry. And let's pop in Spinazzola into there. We'll put Calvert-Lewin up there. We'll put the goalkeeper in there. That's 45. That's 44. That's 45 again. We've got a left mid can go over that side. How are we going to get the extra 4 chem points here? We've got a defender, defensive midfielder. That takes us to 47. We did have another Argentinian player, didn't we? Yeah, we could put the striker in and then swap these two around. That's 48. So we're not quite getting the chemistry that we need. Is there going to be anything that we can put in? Didn't I have a left wing back? Yeah, the left wing back's in there already. The French goalkeeper won't really be too helpful. Bundesliga player's not going to be too helpful. Let me just add another. We're just going to do one more rare gold player and see if we can just get someone that's going to give us some chemistry here. There you go. Joaquin will work perfectly. We can swap those two around and get that chemistry boosted up. And hopefully we will get better than the 83. There you go. We've got some special card there. I don't know what that is. It's an 87 Idrissa Gueye shapeshifter and a Mkhitaryan. In terms of what this Idrissa Gueye costs, it's like a 32 to 35k card for 16k. And then a Henrik Mkhitaryan, which you could either use, because again, he's worth about 3k because the market is so crazy, or you can reuse into like another 81 plus. And then in terms of the packs, and if you want to get value out of packs, and if you want to just generally get more back for what your money, like I feel like the reason why there's no promo packs right now is because EA know full well people will just make a profit initially until the market kind of like balances. If they dropped even like 350k packs per account right now, everybody would make money because the market is so high. So when you're looking at the gold packs that are available, to open a 7.5k pack, to only make 7.5k coins back is actually fairly easy. Even if you don't get a board, if you don't get anything exciting, if you don't get any like exemplary players or anything, we just know for a fact that a rare gold card is at least 1,600 coins. So you're going to get 2k back off of him. You're going to get 500 or 600 coins back off of those guys, Sessegnon and Velasquez, maybe a little bit more, depending on whether or not they're in an SBC on Footbin or whether or not they just have like any added value in the game anyway. And so because players are so expensive right now, just in general, it's not a terrible idea to try your luck with a few 7.5k packs as long as you're willing to just grind out selling all of the items to make as many coins back as you possibly can. And right now as well, because no packs are getting opened but games are still getting played, squad fitness cards, especially on the weekend for FUT Champs, are going up to like 1,1700 coins. So even if you get some squad fitness cards and store them into your club, sell them on the weekend, you could probably sell them to lazy buyers for 2k as well and just get like a fair bit of money back. But in terms of grinding De Bruyne guys and in terms of this De Bruyne card, I like the fact that there's a 99 rated SBC. I sure do. I do think it is probably a little bit too expensive. It can be grinded, which is obviously very nice. But the grind would be fairly tedious. You know, now might be a good time to start doing your Sudamericana or your League SBC grind. Let's see if we've got a price on these De Bruyne segments just yet. So look at that, 300k for the 88 rated almost now, which means this one will be 300k as well. So yeah, we're looking at 600k, 800k, 1 million. It's going to be about 1.5 million, give or take. Is it worth it? In the grand scheme of things, probably yes. This De Bruyne card is one of the best in the game. And when you compare him to some of the other best players in the game, like icons that are just like ridiculously expensive, like when we look at like a Ruud Gullit 94, this Ruud Gullit 94 is extinct at 15 million. Not because he's necessarily better than De Bruyne, or if he is better than De Bruyne, it's definitely not to the degree of, you know, 12, 13, 14 million coins. De Bruyne has more in-game stats, more face card stats. He's got more pace, more shooting, more passing, more dribbling, more defending, and more physical. He's got the same 4-star, 5-star. He is probably not quite as tall if we look at the information there. They're both right-footed. He's got high work rates instead of high medium. That's a bit here or there. And he's a little bit shorter than Gullit, which isn't really that important this year in the game. And then in terms of traits in here as well, outside foot shot trait Gullit has, which De Bruyne doesn't. So that is a little benefit for Gullit. But when we look at, like, if you compare, if we even add prime Ronaldo in here and compare these guys as well, De Bruyne has the same shooting, more passing, more physical, more defending, the same dribbling, and a little bit less pace. Of course, Ronaldo is 5-star, 5-star, but these are two players that are 15 million coins and extinct, and this De Bruyne is 1/10 of that price at about 1.5 million coins. So when you look at it and compare it to those kind of players, you sit there and think, yes, this is a brilliant value SBC. I would recommend it 100%. And in general, I would recommend it because crafting and grinding for a 99 rated card, I think, is what we've all been crying out for. We've all wanted the Icon SBCs back to work towards our favorite players at our own pace when we want. But then when you compare it to the De Bruyne cards himself, and then look at the difference between, well, first of all, there's no difference between the actual players. They're identical. But then when you look at the difference between, I mean, look at that. That Team of the Year De Bruyne has already crashed 300k. That's ridiculous, isn't it? When you look at the value of this De Bruyne versus the 99 De Bruyne, it's very, very close. There's 61 in-game stats difference, and there's already 600,000 coins difference. So when you look at it from one perspective, you can just say, this is brilliant. He's very cheap compared to some of the best other cards in the game. He's craftable. It's exactly what we've been asking for. When you look at him compared to the general market, you think 1.5 million coins in the back end of August, that's a lot of coins for one card when there's no particular reason to play the game, and considering he's had a 99 rated card already in the game for 6 weeks and a 98 rated card already in the game for 8 months. Is it worth it? That's the question, isn't it? So what do you guys think? I definitely think it is worth it. And as I say, I think it's what we've been crying out for. I would love more of this, even for the rest of the game cycle that we've got here now. I would love more De Bruyne card types, more 99s, more of these big 94 blancos and cards like that. Put them in for the rest of the game cycle instead of for a time objective. Give us icon SBCs as well, for specific icons. Why not? Bring all of that back. Why not? So that would be my my opinion, guys. So there you have it. 99 De Bruyne is here. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.